everyone. Good morning. It's Alison Sullivan. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, in just outside of Vancouver on the West Coast. So welcome to my Sunday Live. I'm live every Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So thanks for joining me. If it's your first time, welcome. And if you're one of my regulars, nice to see you. Good morning. I'm just going to wait for everyone to hop on. In the meantime, I'm going to make sure that we are broadcasting so that you can hear me and not just see me. So I just have to go to my iPad to make sure that that's something that's happening, which would be nice. Let's see here. There we are. Make sure my sound. Good morning, Jacqueline. How are you? There we are. Okay. Sound. Yay. I'm just going to go over to my other monitor and so I can see your comments while I'm actually stamping over there. So let's go here. There we go. Okay. Hi, Jen. Good morning, Keisha. How you guys doing? I'm good. I'm a little discombobulated today. I have no idea why. Anyway. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just going to wait a minute and get others on here just so we don't start too early. If you are watching me on a replay, please leave a comment. I'd like to see what you've got to say in a comment. Good morning, Diane. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, well, you guys are all hopping on, so I think I can go over here and show you what we're going to be playing with today. We're going to be playing with the Merry and Bright. Remember we did it the other day? Here was the card that we made the other day. So cute. That was me just having my last cup of tea. Last sip of tea. Okay, isn't that cute? It's so cute. Okay, so the Merry and Bright stamps and dies are part of the, I want to get this right, Merry Bold and Bright Sweet Collection. It's on pages 8 and 9. I think that's it. Yeah, 8 and 9 of the catalog, which if you're a customer of mine, you should be getting in the mail. A lot of you have let me know that they've already arrived. Woohoo. If you are a customer and you haven't got it yet, it should come this week. If not, please let me know and I'll get one out to you. If you're not a customer of mine and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you live in Canada, you can also on my, every time I do a video, there is links to everything I offer. And you can see, if you click on that link where it says, classes and events, you can scroll down and find where you can enter your name and address and I'll get you out a catalog. Happy to do that. Anyway, I wish I could show you the inside, but I'm not allowed to. So I will just show you the products. You can, hi Mo, you can start ordering on September the 6th. So not too long. Anyway, that's what we're going to play with today. The suite comes with the stamps and bundle, of course, and the dies in the bundle. You also can order this iridescent white ribbon. Now, how thick is this? Half an inch. Isn't it pretty? It's sort of like mother of pearl. It's really hard to pick up on a camera, but really light and easy to tie. I like that. I don't like stiff ribbons. I find them really hard, or slippery ribbons. Okay, and then what else? The Designer Series paper. So cute. Look at these little lights. So it's 12 by 12, but I've just cut these down to 6 by 12, just so I can fit them in my camera range here. Look at them. I love it. Don't you love these colors? And then there's the other side. Oh, look. Ooh, close call. That was a die stuck to the back. Do you guys lose your dies? That's why I lose my dies, because they stick to things. I love this paper. Fa la 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 la. I love that. Anyway, that's the Designer Series paper. And then, in addition, we also have a few other things. Now, I've cut these little strips because when I was showing the 12 by 12 paper, the camera was showing in it, the lights, it wasn't working well. But you can see this. Isn't this pretty? Look at this foil. It's gorgeous. Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green, 12 by 12. You get 4 sheets, 2 of each color. gorgeous. And that card that we made the other day together, I'm just going to bring it back. We used it, see here, for the little tops there. Okay. And then lastly, as part of the suite, is the iridescent adhesive back discs. Such pretty colors. Okay, so that's what's in the suite. So let's make our card for today. Got my stuff all ready to go. Just put that there in case. What we're going to start with is Poppy Parade. It's not a color probably that many of us use a lot, but I like it as a red. I'm just going to bring this in. I like Sweet Sorbet too, actually, but I really like this one, Poppy Parade. So this is just our standard 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 to create our card front, okay? I've also got a piece of the DSP. I love these little lights, aren't they cute? And that's cut to 4 by 5 1/4, so it's going to fit on the front of that. So why don't we glue that down? I had a class yesterday, and I'm hoping that my glue hasn't run out because I was teaching yesterday. It's so much fun, didn't we, Jacqueline, with that hey Chuck? Come on, glue. Just a sec. I usually like to get this going before I start, but okay, that's not going to cooperate with me. Luckily, I have other glue. I'm just going to grab some other glue, and away we'll go. Oh, I love my glue, but I have glue everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like I have little vials of it open everywhere. And then I can't remember which one is out and which one is new. So, there you go. That's going to, well, that one's new. That's going to go. I'll get that other one going later. Okay. Make sure my little lights are going the right way, although I'm not sure it matters much. There we go. Okay, here we go. Isn't that pretty? It's pretty. You could just put a circle here with a sentiment and some ribbon, and you'd be finished. That would be really simple card, but we're not going to do that. Okay, I've got a piece of basic white, and I'm wanting to use another die set. Hi, Wendy. Oh, I haven't seen you in ages. How are you? Good morning, Gail. I just approved you for the Border Buddy group. I hope you saw that you were approved there. I'm going to use these dies. What are they called? Radiating Stitches dies. Now, you're probably thinking, I've never seen those dies. This is the one we're going to use. I've never seen those dies. Where are those dies? Well, they're in the online exclusives. So you are going to have to go to my store and shop products, and then you'll see the online exclusives, and this is one of them. And they're called Radiating Stitches, and I love them. So we're going to use that to cut out a rectangle, and you'll see what it looks like. It's really kind of cool. So let's bring in our Baby Boss. Remember, when I'm doing any die cutting, I use plate number 3, plate number 2, basic or cardstock, and then our die, and then plate number 2 on top. Okay. So that's the sandwich. Oh, had a grip on our die, didn't it? Okay. So then what you get rid of that. What you end up with is this little, it's like a stitch, I guess, all the way around, which I really love. So we're going to use that. And I thought it would be nice if we picked a color that was in the DSP just to matte that and highlight that. Okay, so this is my new one. Oh boy, that's a bit too gluey. Ooh. Good thing this dries clear, right? Ooh. It'll be slippery when I try and put this on here, so I got to be really careful that I don't squish out the sides. Okay, there we go. That should work. And I can go ahead and glue that on too. I'm gluing this as I go because sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I'll start and then I'll put stuff aside and then I go, where is that piece that I already have done? Where is it? That was so slippery, that piece with the glue, that it's a little crooked. So I'm just going to pull it off. It just slipped a bit and went wonky. But I managed to fix it. Yay! So hopefully, hi Ellie. Oh, I didn't think you were coming today. So you can see that stitching around. Love those. Radiating stitches dies. Okay. All right, let's do some stamping. I got a bunch of basic white pieces here, and I'm going to be using one of the light bulbs. The other day we used this one. Today I'm going to use this one. Okay, let's grab that. And I'm going to be using, the colors today are going to be Shaded Spruce, Flirty Flamingo, Poppy Parade. Okay, so I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. That's another color you probably don't use very often. If you're like me, you probably rarely use it. But it's going to look fabulous with this. So I'm going to stamp 1 light bulb, 2 light bulbs, 3 light bulbs. Don't know why I counted that out like we were on Sesame Street. Oh dear. And then the Poppy Parade, we're going to bring that in and use that for the little element or the filament in there. And you can just, don't you love when you have, what am I trying to say? 2 steps you can see in the photopolymer. Okay. That was a little off because of my eyes, but it works. It's all good. Okay, and then we've got those. And then the next thing I need is little tops for them. So I'm going to use the Shaded Spruce and the little tops. Whoops, that's not a good, you can tell right away I didn't ink that up. So we got 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then the only other stamping I want to do is words. And the words in the stamp set are so fabulous because these are like, I think they're called negative cuts, but they're, when you stamp them, it's the words that are in white. And then the background is in whatever color ink you're going to use. Okay. So I'm going to use Merry Christmas. And we're going to use that Poppy Parade. Nice and bright. I just stuck both words onto one block. I'm going to be fussy cutting them, so I don't care if they're straight on my block. There we go. Okay. All right. Now I can move all of this out of the way so I don't get ink on my project. Hi, Sally. How are you today? Everybody's keeping well these days. The summer is ticking by quickly, isn't it? Here's what I love about Stampin' Up. I love a lot of things, but here's what I love. They have, sometimes they'll give us more than one of the dies. So we get more than one for each shape. And I like it because it allows you to cut out multiples more quickly. So I love that. So, you know, if you guys have been watching me, you know I need my tape so that my dies don't go all wonky. And then we've got the tops that we're going to cut out. And again, these ones here have 2 in the die cut pack. So in the dies. So love that. It sure makes it faster when you're cutting out. Okay. Let me cut this off. I'm going to be just fussy cutting those words. And I'm just going to cut down this just so I can fit them in the Baby Boss. All right, so we've got our regular sandwich. See, that's moved. Okay. I use my tape as many times as I can with my dies, but sometimes eventually it doesn't become sticky because it is repositionable, right? I hope it's not as hot today. I haven't been outside. I haven't checked. My husband said it was quite smoky yesterday, which we have escaped the smoke, but he said it was getting smoky in the lower mainland here. I'm not sure. I haven't been out. Lots of fires in the province. State of emergency for the province, but for the poor people in the Okanagan, it's just been horrendous. And we all send our love to them. Keep them safe. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut that off. And of course, oh my gosh, the people in the Yukon, Northwest Territories, terrible. So many fires. Scary stuff. Make sure I've got that. I don't think anybody on my call is from the Okanagan today. But if you're watching a replay, know that we're all thinking of you. Hope you're safe. And your animals are safe. I noticed today on Facebook, it's just full of people saying, I have space. If you can make it to my property, I have space that I can, or I've got a trailer you can stay in, or bring your animals and drop them off. Because a lot of people there have like horses and things. And I just think it's just sometimes brings out the best in people, doesn't it? It's nice to see humanity at its best. All right, in comes our and let's cut this one down a bit. It's all about trying to fit as much on I can on the platform, right? At the same time. Okay, there we go. And I can run that through. And I think that's not quite all of it. Are they smoky where you are, Jan? Okay. You've got rain. It never fails, does it, Wendy? You're in. Wendy is in Swansea, in Wales, and she's saying they have lots of rain. Yes. It never fails. You get all these fires, and then we'll get rain, and then the earth can't absorb all the rain, so then we get flooding. It's horrible. I think it's starting to break people a bit, especially in Kelowna. About 10 years ago, yeah, they had a fire that wiped them out. And now it's 10 years later. So it would be traumatizing, right? For people to go through that again if they lived through the last one. Okay, the last thing I want to cut is this one here, which is the little wires that keep all the lights together. So I've got shaded spruce. Is that another color we don't use very much? Shaded spruce? What about you guys? So flirty flamingo I don't use very much. Well, I probably use it more than you guys because I do like it. Poppy Parade, and now I'm going with shaded spruce. I use shaded spruce a lot. I'll go through this way, you guys. It's just not grabbing that way. There we go. Sometimes it's good to use colors you don't use. But wouldn't this be nice or really cute in super bright colors? Like super bright, like granny apple and real red. And well, that would be fun. And then lemon lime twist or something like that. Okay, so this die, I'm going to show you what it cuts out. It cuts out these little wires, loop-de-loops. 2 different ones, okay? And then let's start putting this together. I'm not going to cut out my words because I'll lose them if I cut them out. Okay, so here is our card front. Now we're going to grab those light bulbs. Here they are. And then the tops. I'm just going to glue those on top. Oh, it's all the way over in your, oh gosh, the smoke is blowing all the way over to Vancouver Island where Keisha is. You couldn't even go on your walk. Yeah, I haven't been out. I just had this feeling. I'm looking outside because my studio's in the basement, and I'm just looking outside and I can see it looks weird out in my backyard. It's trying to be sunny, but it looks like it's filtered, which probably means it's really smoky. Okay. Oop. Should have put my glue. Put the glue on the actual bulb, not on the top. That way you don't get glue squishing out the sides. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to let those just sit for a sec because the glue, you can move them around, right? It's hazy where, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to find when I go outside, Jen, is haze. Okay, so I'm just trying to remember what I did here because I made this card a couple of days ago. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move those up and bring this in, okay? I'm going to take my little loop-de-loop here, and I'm going to thread it through here, okay, like that. And then I'm going to actually pop up, sorry, these bulbs. I'm going to do them one at a time. So I'm just going to decide where I want this to go. So I'm thinking here would be good. Whoop. I think, okay. And then I'm going to take my next one and I'm going to just thread it through the hole. Okay, that works. And this one's going to go about there. Okay, so that works. So then I just take my dimensionals, turn it over, and then just kind of position. My fingers are a little gluey. Oop, a little gluey. So we're going to just decide where we want that one to go. I'm thinking a little bit further on, maybe. Yeah. Okay. And then lastly, we've got this one. So just thread that one through and we'll get our dimensionals on the back of that. This is so cute. These are fun. This is a fun set. And I bet you looked at it. If you've got your catalog, I bet you looked and you thought, oh yeah, I wouldn't use that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oop. My fingers are all sticky from my white glue, so it's causing me to have an issue. There we go. So I'm thinking like that, maybe. Can go off the side. There we go. Okay. Then I want to just trim this because it's too long. There we go. Could have gone higher, but that's okay. Now we're going to cut the words out. And I'm just cutting these. Even a little bit of white. If you cut too close and you're not straight, you can kind of tell. But if you leave a little bit of white, it kind of tricks your eye that it's straight, even if it's not. I love our paper snips. They're so sharp. Oop. Okay. Merry. Okay. Christmas. Go. There's a pin drop in my place. There we go. Okay, so Merry Christmas. So I kind of put that a little lower than I wanted. So if I did Merry Christmas, I think that might be better. And I think I just glued those down. We got a lot of stuff popped up here. So let's just glue Merry Christmas down. Merry, well, you could even do kind of like that, but I'll do Merry with an angle up there. And I'll do Christmas down here. Just balances it out a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now you could add Winkastella. I'm not sure what it would look like. I haven't tried it, but let's try it. What if we did, what if we just did the whole bulb? I'm not sure if you'd notice it. Oh yeah. You're not going to be able to see this very easily on a video. It's kind of nice to have the sparkle. So you're not going to be able to see this, but trust me, it looks actually really good. I would definitely do that. I would definitely do that. Okay, now I need my embellishments. Here they are. These are so cute and fun. I love the colors. So let's do a green one. Green one's nice and bright. Let's do green. They've got kind of a little mother of pearly look to them. Is that a word, mother of pearly? Do a red one down here. Here we go. All right, so that's my card. Now here was the original card. So I could fit the Merry Christmas. This card is a complete copy. So I copy and shared everything from the catalog. This is a concept artist's idea from the Stampin' Up! Catalog. I just can't show you the inside, so I thought, well, I can get around that. I can show you the projects. So that's one. And then we did this one the other day, remember? So these are both in the catalog. Fun. So I hope you check out that suite. Now, I'm also having a virtual launch party and a live party. If you live in Vancouver or anywhere near and you want to come to my live event, it is on September the 16th in Burnaby. And all the links are there. You can see them on my all my videos. But we also have a virtual one if you can. And you can attend from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be Canadian. However, you do have to be Canadian to receive the goodie bag. Okay, so what are we going to be using? Well, we're going to be using this gorgeous, gorgeous suite called Magical Meadow. It's got the stamps and look at the dies. Look at all these dies. Sure. So that's the bundle that we're going to be playing with. And then the suite has, let me show you, DSP. Oops, let me get rid of this one. Here we are. Winter Meadow is the name of the suite. Look at this paper. You could just cut that and put a saying on it and you'd be, that's it. It's so beautiful. So I've cut this down to 6 by 12 just so you can see, right? Otherwise the pages are too big. And then there's the other side. And as part of your class registration, we're going to be making 4 cards. You get a PDF with all the instructions, and you get invited to our exclusive live. We're going to make the cards. Now you can also just attend later and watch the replay. That's fine too. So those are the 2 sides. You're going to get half a pack of this DSP. So double what I just showed you. You're going to get a 6 by 6 sheet of each of these. Look at this snowflake specialty paper. Ooh, look at this. I hope you can see it. It's kind of hard when it's shiny paper. Gorgeous. Look at that. So you're going to get that in your goodie bag. You're going to get half a roll of the, which one's this? Silver and white ribbon. Pretty. Half a roll of that. So 5 yards. And you're going to get a full package of adhesive back glitter rounds. So that's part of the goodie bag. Okay. Now, if you don't live in Canada, you can still come. You pay, I think it's $18 for the PDF, and you can join us and just provide all your own product. Okay. So that's how we get everybody in the world to come. So no matter where you are. You said no to this guy. Hi, Sarah. How are ya? Nice to see you. Okay, you guys. Any questions about anything? You could ask. I love to stay within half an hour, but I also like to stay and answer any questions that you have. I say, Keisha, good luck. Good luck denying this set. It is so stinking cute. And did you? I don't know if you guys see this. I want to show you something. I'm going to hold it up. Look at this. See these little tops? Somebody brilliant. I love brilliant people, don't you? Oh, let me actually really zoom in here for you. Okay. So you see these? She looked at the dies, here they are, and she thought, why did Stampin' Up! Put coffee mugs in this stamp set? And so she turned them like that and used them as coffee mugs. Or you could use them as beer steins. I thought, oh my gosh, people are so brilliant. Aren't they? Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I'm not, my brain doesn't really think like that. All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I will see you all, I hope, either live or on my recording next time I'm on, which is Wednesday at 3 p.m. And in the meantime, if you are watching this and you didn't see me live, please leave me a comment. Tell me where you're from. Thanks, Judy. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming. All right, everybody. You all have a great day. Stay safe wherever you are, especially if you're in the fire zones. Okay? Bye. See you next time.